Alright, knock it all down and start again. I got 50 million to spend. I want everything upgraded. Everything must be upgraded. Why would I need to pay for our engines? Because we make Ferrari, we make our own engines. We'd just be paying ourselves anyway. No, I'm not 100% sure. Crap, stop the demolition. I may have overspent. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Forza Ferrari. Today we will play through the off-season, the winter, and we will get ready for the new season. We'll have pre-season testing. We will of course have the new driver lineups with Leclerc and Sainz on the free market. It'll be very interesting to see where they pop up, if anywhere, I suppose. But yeah, that's going to be something to look forward to. But one thing that is maybe not gone 100% to plan here is, well, the good news. Everything's upgraded. We had 50 million to spend, and we went and spent it. The factory, the design center, the CFD simulator, and the car part test center, all being upgraded. Cost us the best part of 50 million. And then I remembered we have to pay for an engine, and a part of me was like, well, we're Ferrari, it's their own engines. We build the engines. If we pay for them, we just be paying them to ourselves. Then I was sort of doubting myself that, well, maybe we have to pay for it and it goes to the engine department, which is maybe separate to the actual race team. And now I'm very, very worried that we're going to go into debt because I've upgraded everything. But yeah, everything will be upgraded more or less for the new season. So that's something. So let's get this underway. Let's start the new season. Alright, so our new season targets. We were 4th last year. They want 2nd in the Constructors this year. And current progress towards the long-term objective of 2024, which is this season. Yeah, so we're going to have to win it, maybe not this season, but next. Switch team. So we could switch teams. We could go to Haas, or we could go to Alfa Romeo. We don't want to do either of those things. Can I go back? Ferrari. Well, we're not switching teams, we're staying there, aren't we? Alright, so yeah, we have just stayed there. Anyway, that was exciting. That's cool that you can switch teams midway through. So this sponsorship thing, I know that it's probably very important. I just cannot be bothered. Yeah, I mean, let's get the money coming in, I suppose. It doesn't do us any good because we can't do anything with it. But anyway, that's fine. We'll do that. Okay, so continue to the balance tab. We have 7 million entry fee. I find it weird that there's an entry fee to go into Formula 1 every year, but anyway, it's fine. The board have made a nice little bit of money there, haven't they? So that's interesting. And yeah, okay, so technical changes. The front wing has had technical changes, as has the rear wing, and this is where we'll see any research that we've done. Is that going to really help us for next season? This is where we've done some research, and well, we have negated some of the losses, I would say, not many of them. And suspension, did we do any work on the suspension? We did. So again, we haven't completely negated it all, but we've made improvements there. So we'll see what happens, I suppose, when we get to testing, and more importantly, the first race. Season price share. Now, did that change this year? Something changed. No, the cost cap went down, so we've got even less money to spend this season than we did last year. But I think I'll be a little bit, hopefully anyway, be a little bit better at managing how things go. Everything here has stayed the same, has it? Oh no, there's an extra and everything. So that's going to help us as well. That's going to help us with the lesser cost cap. That's going to help massively, actually. So it may even negate it, to be honest. Alright, so we have to stay with Ferrari, don't we? And I do have to pay for the engine. I mean, it makes sense that we can't go anywhere else, but I don't understand why I've got to pay for this engine. So it is going to put us into massive debt. Is it? No, it's not. Put us in massive debt. So maybe you just pay that through the year. I'm not sure how that works. Anyway, driver development update. Let's have a look at this. Not too much has happened. Defending has improved on both cars, and Mini is still there doing its thing. New season regulations come into effect, so we'll have a look at that when we get there. Car development is open, so we'll start and look at developing this year's car. There's our CFD hours. Now, we will have more than last year because we finished 4th. So here we go with the allocations, and yeah, so we're going to have more than certain teams. It doesn't look as though we got pinged or anything from breaking cost cap last year either. So this is our ratings for the pit crew. Oh, they're disgraceful, aren't they? 35 for speed. First day, who's this? Oh, this is because we said we were changing. So maybe we've got a fresh Do we get a fresh start over on the board? I wonder. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Anyway, so this is exactly the same as. I don't understand what that exactly means, but anyway, that's fine. Training schedule for the pit crew. I just want you to be faster. Pit stop time. Be quick up, boys. You've got the whole winter. So yeah, let's work you to the bone, and hopefully, maybe we can break 2.5 seconds on a regular basis. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? All right, so car part development. Where do we want to develop this car? I always think underfloor is huge, so let's maybe look to do that. We can do 3 projects, can't we? So if we do 1.8, what's that going to be? 24? No, 23. And yeah, that's roughly halfway. So we'll do underfloor. We will do front wing, and maybe do we look at doing suspension, perhaps? Oh wait, we've only got 10 engineers, don't we? Okay, so we'll do underfloor with 5. We'll try and get this done a bit quicker. We will do. Let's do. The problem is that we don't. Can we see where we rank on the grid? We can kind of see where we rank on the grid. So high speed is going to be rear wing, isn't it? That's high speed, I think. So let's do this. So we'll do roughly halfway, which is going to be 1.6 and 7. Wind tunnel hours, so 20 something, 22, and that leaves 23. We will do balanced. This I didn't change this on the other one, did I? So that's a bit of a pain. So we'll put it down 1. It looks like we're the lightest car anyway, and so we'll do 4 engineers on this one, normal time. So that's 53. Oh no, 53 days to the race. 33 days that'll take, so we should have that. And then let's go with what else could we look to do here? Engine cooling and high speed. So suspension is going to help that, is it? Side pods. Let's go with let's go with side pods to help engine cooling, which is quite poor as well. So we can put the rest of the time in here, and then we'll just stick the 1 engineer on it, and he can sort of just plug away at it and see how we go on that front with the 1 engineer. Yeah, normal time, and it looks as though it might help us a little bit. £1 million, so we're kind of a little bit off the cost cap there, but hopefully that'll be worthwhile doing. And yeah, we'll move on to the next point of interest. So this is a point of interest. We've got the new driver lineup. So let's start with Formula 3 and have a look at some of the futures boys there. So there's a few new names there. Christian Mansell, one of Australia's great hopes. Hugh Barter as well. Luke Browning, who of course won Macau. I haven't seen the race yet. I did see that he won though. Hopefully that's not a spoiler. I hope you've got to watch it. You already have. Sophia Flörsch is still chugging. Emma Burrows. So they've almost got an all-female Campos Racing. Tommy Smith, he's Australian too, I think. So there we go. That's Formula 3 for anybody who cares. There's quite a few female drivers in there, isn't there? Formula 2. Leonardo Fornaroli. Okay, so that's perfect. That means his development to drive for us next year is potentially looking very good. At Prima's one of the better teams as well. So that's potentially huge for us. Fittipaldi and Vesti at Roden. Roden Carling, I should say. Clement Lovelak. IRT is there. Kush Miney and Arthur Leclerc. That is Charles's brother, of course. Yeah, I wonder if you could have an all Leclerc lineup. That'd be an interesting thing, wouldn't it? Now, one thing I haven't seen yet is Jack Doohan. And there he is there at Trident with Dennis Helger. So there we go. That gives us an idea of who is not in Formula 1. So who is in Formula 1? All right, so it looks like it's the same 2 drivers for Aston Martin and Red Bull. Pourchaire, though, is the reserve now at Red Bull, and Iwasa at Aston Martin. So Mercedes and Ferrari are next. So again, same driver lineups. Pascal Wehrlein, that is not Pascal Wehrlein. I can tell you that for nothing. Alpine and Haas. So again, it's the same driver. This is a little bit boring, isn't it? Same driver lineups. Vacher and Maloney are the reserves. So AlphaTauri and Williams. AlphaTauri have picked up Leclerc and Sainz, so they've both gone to AlphaTauri. Stay in Italy, boys. Why wouldn't you? Liam Lawson is their reserve driver, and then Albon and Ricciardo has gone to Williams, and Jack Aiken is their reserve. So it's all changed at the bottom of the table, isn't it? Let's have a look at the other two here. And yeah, so that's a little bit boring, isn't it? More or less, it's the same driving line. So that means that Yuki's gone, Tsunoda is gone, and Sargent has gone from the grid, which I think most people wouldn't be disappointed to see Sargent go, although I do actually think he's going to be decent eventually. But yeah, Yuki Tsunoda is a bit of a surprise, isn't it? But there we go. Those are the new team rosters. Alright, so the underfloor has been completed, so we can go and manufacture that one now. We'll do 4, should probably keep us going, shouldn't it? How many days have we got? We're still in January, so we've still got some time, so we don't have to worry too much about getting things ready for testing and whatnot. So we'll get that done, and that'll be on the car ready for the new season. Alright, so we're into February. We have our driver development update. Mick has improved his accuracy a little bit. Gabriele Mini is improving as well. So that's good news for him. And yeah, that's all happened. Pit crew, how are we going here? Just be quicker. I just want you to be quicker. There's an argument to say pit stop error, so that's just rest, isn't it? Although we do concede the Bahrain race there, but let's go with, okay, raise and lower car, that's fine, and we'll do that. So we have our first upgrade completed. The car part test center is now upgraded, and we can see that that is level 3, isn't it? It can go up to level 4, and we don't need to upgrade it again, and we can't even if we wanted to, but yeah, that's good. That's going to help us with things, which is good. Things are good. And the rear wing has been designed, so now we can go and manufacture that one as well. How many days are we away from the Grand Prix? 20, so we've got a little bit of time. Rear wings, I don't think, are the most complicated things in the world to build, so that is fine. I want to manufacture the rear wing. I wonder if I built the right underfloor. Surely I did. I'm not that stupid, am I? I mean, I am, but I built the right one anyway. And the side pods are completed. So I probably went to go manufacture last time, and no, maybe that's not what happened. I'm really worried I've built the wrong underfloor now, but anyway, it's not like there's a cost cap or anything, because we can afford to waste money. Alright, so side pods take a little bit more time, and we are 18 days away, so we would have 2. So Giovinazzi could get new side pods, and maybe Mick will have to wait for the next race, but that's fine. We'll do that if we need to. Alright, so we have done the first Bahrain test. Now, this is all I see as well. There's no, nothing extra to see. So we can see we are not particularly good in a lot of these areas. There's obviously, this is done without the new underfloor, the new rear wing, all that stuff was not on the car. So we are going to improve a little bit. But we're maybe a little bit worse off in a few of these areas than we were expecting. So that's not ideal. Alright, so we are at race day, so we're not going to do a race today. It is just an off-season special. It's not the longest off-season special, but anyway, so we'll put that on both cars. We can see here it should improve us. Now, will give us an idea of where we go on the grid. I don't understand what that means. +1 that's to 0, so it doesn't actually change our position on the grid. I find this really, really confusing on this version of the... Oh, hang on, this is what we want. So this will tell us where we are on the grid. That's better. So it is just completely down to me and being a little silly. So we can see there. I mean, we're not good, are we? We're really, really not good. Now, did we have an underfloor built? Doesn't look like... Oh, no, we've got 3. So that's good enough for me. Let's go and stick them on the car as well. Again, doesn't look like it improves us too much. And we had... What did I say? We had 2 side pods should have been ready, shouldn't they? So we'll just put that on Giovinazzi's car. And yeah, again, it's... Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? That will do it for today. We will be back to start the season next time. It will be Bahrain. It'll be, I mean, an all Ferrari AlphaTauri lineup. And yeah, let me know how you think we'll get on. Both drivers rated 80, so it could be a good season for us. It might be a terrible season, but it could be a good season for us. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.